She used to be known as a... Now we know her name. Karen. The original Karen. A shifted history. It was just a name. But when it echoed through a Seattle coffee shop in 1994, it broke something. She wasn't a meme. Not yet. She was just a woman in oversized sunglasses, with a haircut sharp enough to file complaints, and a voice already warmed up for the manager. Her name? Karen. It actually was Karen. And the moment she stepped into that cafe, a cultural shift began, one that would haunt retail workers, fast food employees, and flight attendants for decades. Technically, it affected video store employees as well. But we all know what happened with Blockbuster Video. Hello, Netflix. Where was I? That's right. Karen. Nobody knew it. Especially not Denise. But the entire world of customer service was about to change. Denise was 19, a college sophomore, and working her second shift of the day. She was one busted espresso wand away from a breakdown. She wasn't special. She was just tired. Tired of fake smiling. Tired of being treated like garbage. Tired of putting on an act for inconsiderate customers all day long. She handed Karen her drink, reading the name written on the cup with the deadpan neutrality of somebody on the verge of snapping. It was the calm before the storm. Karen squinted. Don't say my name like that. That was the spark. Denise, unfazed, while staring into Karen's eyes as if she could see her very soul, said with defiance, Karen. Karen's lip curled. Again, Karen. Now louder. Karen. It echoed. Karen, Karen, Karen! The cafe froze. Karen didn't leave. She malfunctioned. Karen couldn't understand how anybody could be so rude. She had done nothing wrong. She was just making a suggestion about how to better serve the customer. Who would hire someone so inconsiderate? Karen wondered. Everybody else loved it when she offered polite reminders or suggestions. You could ask her hairstylist, but she started working at a different salon. You could ask her book club, but they don't meet anymore. You could ask her ex-husband, but he left the state because he was just jealous of Karen. She didn't know what to do. Her entire life she's had to deal with incompetent people. The anger took over. Sugar packets flew. The sign that said "Order here" was violently pushed over. A napkin holder was tossed on the floor. Karen just couldn't take it anymore and proclaimed, "You just lost my business. I spend a lot of money here. I'm going to tell everybody I know what kind of rude people work here." And on her way out, she yelled, "I know your boss," although she didn't. "I'll make sure you never work here or anywhere else ever again." But nobody moved. No one flinched. For the first time, a Karen had been named. But across the room, someone had been watching. Her name was Tanya. She worked fast food. She's been screamed at for only giving out 6 packets of ketchup instead of 7. She's been yelled at in the late afternoon because breakfast service stopped at 11 a.m. She had even been blamed for the soft serve being too cold one time. And now, she had witnessed a shift. The next day, Tanya faced a woman who insisted her fries should be free because they tasted funny. Tanya stared and whispered, "Karen." Denise then saw the French fry diva look around in confusion. Then again, "Karen." The woman stared back and declared, "That's not my name." And finally, "Karen, Karen, Karen." But this time, the Karen chant worked. The rude customer went away. And just like that, a movement began. Not online, not in headlines, but in break rooms, in the employee corridors behind mall food courts, at video rental stores across the country. They called it the Echo, and for a while it worked. Karens vanished. Like cicadas, they went quiet. Not gone, just dormant. But then came the second wave. Smartphones, social media, TikTok. The Karens returned, not just confident, but convinced. Armed with cameras and a shaky sense of justice, they began documenting their own tantrums. They shouted, "This is harassment," while harassing. "I know my rights," to a teenage grocery clerk. "I know the law," to a traffic cop explaining expired plates. They evolved. They adapted. They became an ego with a selfie stick. And the echo? Wasn't enough. But something new is rising. In Discord servers. In subreddit threads. In encrypted workplace chats titled things like Grease and Grievance and The Karen Whisperers. A countermeasure is forming. Passive mimicry. Repeating Karen's words back in slow confusion. Group silence. Coordinated unblinking eye contact. Customer mirroring. Folded arms. Matched posture. A full personality reflection. It doesn't always work, but it rattles the Karens. And that's a start. Denise never got credit for what she did. She didn't ask to start a movement. She just wanted a quiet shift. And customers that would just get what they came for. And then leave. But fate had other plans. Her scream, her echo, it started something. A cultural shift, a resistance, a meme. And yes, there's a male version. His name is Ken, sometimes Kevin, but that's another shifted history. You've heard the story. Now hear the shift. Like, subscribe, share for more. Warped timelines, hidden truths, and forbidden history. Click the bell to be notified of the next shift. This is Shifted History.